रिकॉर्ड का बटन आ गया। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, गुड मॉर्निंग। Are you hearing me, students? Are you hearing me? Please write in the chat box. Faliha, can you hear me? Okay, Faliha, very good of you. You are hearing me clearly. I am waiting for other students to come here and join me. After that, I will start my class. Okay? Now, students, please come and join me. Hurry up. I am waiting for you. Walaikum assalam, Fatma. Promesa, walaikum assalam. I'm just waiting just for 1 minute more. After that, I will start my class. Okay, students, now I want to start my class, today's lecture. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. You all know me very well. So from today onwards, I'm taking your English classes, literature and language both. If you have got any problem in listening me, please inform me in the chat box. And remember that I will give you today English literature lecture, and at the end of the lecture I will give you some time to ask me anything if you want to ask. Now I'm going to start my lecture. Listen to me very carefully and don't disturb the class. I know you very well. You all know the rules, how to join the class, and if you concentrate more, then you will understand easily. Now I am going to discuss this English literature lecture today. It is lecture number 11 and it is about the story of Hamlet. You have already started the story. Your previous teacher had explained some part of the play Hamlet. You all know that these are your book, The Merchant of Venice, includes many plays of William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was a well-known writer. You have already written and learned many things about him. So first of all, I want to give you a quick review, whatever you have learned in the book or in the topic of Hamlet. Now listen to me very carefully, please. William Shakespeare's play Hamlet takes place in Elsinore, Denmark, after the death of King Hamlet. Okay, this play has been written after the death of King Hamlet, and Prince Hamlet is depressed. If you remember that the king of Denmark had died, and because of that his son, that was Prince Hamlet, is very much depressed. and he was not feeling well. Actually, having been summoned home to Denmark from school in Germany to attend his father's funeral, he is shocked to find his mother Gertrude already remarried. The queen has wed Hamlet's uncle Claudius, the dead king's brother. The very bad thing which continuously disturbed Hamlet was that when he went to attend the funeral of his father, he saw that his mother Gertrude, that means the Queen of Denmark, had already remarried another person. His name was Claudius. He was the uncle of Hamlet, that means the actual king's brother. Hamlet suspects his uncle, and Hamlet was very much confused how his uncle remarried his mother. So he thought that his uncle Claudius was involved in the murder of his dear father. Now please don't disturb called. Someone means he was called. Okay, he had given the notice, so he was called there. When his father's ghost visits the castle, Hamlet's suspicions are confirmed. I have already told you that Hamlet was suspecting Claudius as the murderer of his father, and when he saw or he uh, talked with the father's ghost, his suspicions were confirmed. Now he was confirmed that Claudius was involved in the murder of his father. The ghost complains that he is unable to rest in peace because he was murdered. The king's ghost complained Hamlet that he was unable to rest in peace, or he was not in peace because he was murdered. He was not having the natural death, and because of that he was very much upset. Claudius, says the ghost, poured poison in King Hamlet's ear while the old king was asleep in the garden. Now, ghost also told Hamlet how Claudius had killed him. He told him that Claudius had poured some poison in the ear of king, and then king was murdered because of the poison. He asked Hamlet to avenge his death, but to spare Gertrude to let heaven decide her fate. Now, the ghost also asked him that you have to take the revenge. Are you hearing me clearly? Please reply, students. Some of the students are saying me that they cannot hear me properly. Please reply. Okay. Bilad Ali, please check your network connection because other people are listening me very clearly. Now, the ghost asked Hamlet to avenge his death, to take the revenge from Claudius, and then, but he also wanted not to tell anything to Gertrude because there was no involvement of Gertrude in the murder, but she had done only one problem, or she had done only one mistake, that she had married Claudius. Now Hamlet decides to act mad for a short while. Now Hamlet had decided to know about the murder, and because of that he was acting like a mad person so that he could find the actual murderer. Now we start from page number 54 and page number 55. Okay. Now this is the part or the picture of your book. You should have your books. I think you all have taken your books and purchased them and reading very carefully. When I will complete the lecture, you will read it from your book as well many times so that you will understand more. Now I'm reading from here. First of all, listen to me carefully. Then I will explain. Now Claudius was becoming more and more worried by Hamlet's behavior because Hamlet was showing that he became mad. It seemed that the young man had gone mad, and Claudius was very much anxious and worried about Hamlet's behavior. He didn't understand how Hamlet was behaving like that. Gertrude was terribly upset by this. Gertrude, who was the mother of Hamlet, she was also very much worried. It was spoiling their happiness together. Actually, Claudius and Gertrude married and they wanted to live happily, but because of Hamlet's behavior, they could not live happily together. Something else was worrying Claudius. Claudius was also worried about some other things. Many things that Hamlet Many things that Hamlet said seemed at first to make no sense, but if you thought carefully about these words, you would understand him. Now, Hamlet was saying different things, different words. Claudius was worried about those words because it makes no sense at all first by listening them. But whenever a person was thinking about those words, he could understand many things. They have got different meaning. A lot of what the prince said reminded Claudius of what he had done to the old king. And Prince Hamlet was saying different words and reminding Claudius again and again that he was the person who had done the murder and who had done the wrong thing to the king. Does he know? Claudius wondered. Claudius was very much surprised. How he knew? And he was confused whether he knew everything or not. Or is it just that I feel so guilty about what I did? Claudius wondered that he was thinking whether Hamlet knew everything or it was just his thinking that he was feeling guilty about the murder he had done. I must find out. Claudius thought he had to find out what was the truth. He decided to ask one of his oldest and most trusted ministers, Polonius, to help him discover the cause of Hamlet's madness. So he had given or assigned a duty to his most trusted minister, whose name was Polonius, to help him discover the cause of Hamlet's madness. He wanted to ask Polonius that whether the Hamlet was actually mad or why he was behaving like a mad person. When Claudius discussed that matter with the queen, Gertrude, the queen agreed with her husband's decision because she also wanted to know whether the Hamlet was behaving like a mad person or he knew everything. Actually, Gertrude didn't know that Claudius was involved in the murder of actual king. I hope you are understanding. If you have got any problem, I will give you some time at the end to ask me. Now I come to the second part of the same page. Polonius had a beautiful daughter named Ophelia. When the king and queen asked him about Hamlet, the minister said that before his father's death, Hamlet had told Ophelia that he loved her. Now, why king and queen gave the assignment or gave the task to find about Hamlet's behavior? Because Polonius' daughter Ophelia was involved with Hamlet and Hamlet loved her very much. And he met Ophelia many times and he told her that he loved her very much. And because of that, King Claudius at that time, he told Polonius to find out what was the actual matter. Now Polonius said, my foolish daughter believed everything he said to her and fell in love with him too. I am sorry to say that she allowed Hamlet to visit her alone. When I heard about this, I put a stop to it. Now Polonius said that his daughter was very foolish and she came in the talk of Hamlet and she believed him very much and she also fell in love with him. And Polonius said he was very sorry and he felt very ashamed when he knew that Hamlet visited her alone. And when he heard that, he put a stop to it. He told his daughter not to meet Hamlet. Emmanuel, if you want to ask anything, please ask at the end. Don't disturb the class at this moment. I told her that it wasn't right for a minister's daughter to show her love for a prince so clearly. Now Polonius said that he told his daughter that it is not right thing to show her love for a prince because she was just a minister's daughter and she could not go towards Hamlet. She should have a proper respect for the prince's high position in the world. She should know that prince was having a very high position and they were just their servants. Walaikum assalam, all of you. Please don't disturb the class. Don't write anything here in the chat box at this moment. I will give you chance at the end. So I ordered her to refuse to receive Hamlet's letters and not see him again. Hamlet also wrote letters to Ophelia, and Polonius said that he ordered his daughter not to receive any letters and not to meet him again. I believe I did the right thing. Of course, the silly girl argued and cried. Polonius said he, he believed that he did the right thing. He had to stop Ophelia to meet Hamlet, but the girl who was very much in love with Hamlet, she argued and cried. She believed that Hamlet would never hurt her. She believed in the true love of Hamlet and she believed that he would never hurt her. But her brother Laertes agreed with me. Laertes was the brother of Ophelia and he also agreed with his father. He also knew that Hamlet loved Ophelia, but he wanted his sister not to meet Hamlet. He knows what young men are like. In the end, Ophelia agreed to do what I commanded. Now, Laertes and Polonius, both of them told Ophelia not to meet Hamlet, not to believe in his love, and at the end, Ophelia agreed to do what they commanded, what they ordered her. But not long after this, she had a terrible shock. She was alone in her room when Hamlet rushed in and looking as if he had seen a ghost. What happened? One day, Hamlet entered into Ophelia's room and wanted to meet her alone. Now, Ophelia became so much afraid and she was behaving like she looked a ghost there. She told me that he didn't say a word but stared into her face for a long time and then left. Hamlet, at that moment, he did not say any word to Ophelia, just staring at her face, just looking at her face continuously and then left. There is no doubt about it, said Polonius. That is the cause of Hamlet's madness. Now, Polonius said that is the actual cause of Hamlet's madness because Ophelia had refused to meet him again. Now, Prince is mad because of my daughter. Polonius gave the reason to Gertrude and Claudius that actually Hamlet's behavior is just because of his daughter, because his daughter had refused him to meet again and had refused his love as well. I hope you are understanding, and if there is any problem, I will give you some chance at the end of the lecture so that you will ask me. Okay? Now I want to continue the remaining part of the page. The king wanted to believe his minister, but he decided to make certain it was true. The king, that was Claudius, he wanted to believe his minister, everything what did Polonius say to him, but he decided to make certain it was true. But he was also decided to ask from somewhere else. He arranged with Polonius to set a trap for Hamlet. He wanted to catch Hamlet and he wanted to trap Hamlet and he wanted to know whether Hamlet was behaving like a mad person or he was actually mad. They sent Ophelia to meet Hamlet, while the two old men hid and watched. Now, they have planned to trap Hamlet, and for that reason, they sent Ophelia to meet Hamlet. They allowed Ophelia to meet Hamlet alone, but the two old men, that was Claudius and Polonius, hid somewhere in the same room and watched. They wanted to know what will happen there. Certainly, Hamlet acted very strangely when he saw Ophelia. But was it love? Hamlet acted strangely when he met Ophelia. He seemed terribly angry. But not because of Ophelia alone. He was angry with the whole world. What happened? Actually, Hamlet was behaving like that, not just because of Ophelia, but not he was angry with the other people in the whole world also. He said no one can escape. Actually, he wanted to take revenge from the murderer, that is Claudius. So he said, no one can escape. Hamlet told her, everyone is evil. He said, everyone is evil. They were doing bad things, so everyone is evil. He did not believe anyone now because his mother already remarried Claudius. So he did not believe in his mother also. That's the way life is. He was saying the life is very difficult and everyone is evil in the life. He shouted out his mad words and frightened Ophelia terribly. Ophelia did not say anything. She became so much frightened from the words of Hamlet. He also frightened Claudius. Claudius became so much frightened when he heard those words. He understood that Hamlet must know something. Claudius was now sure that Hamlet was dangerous. Now Claudius understood that Hamlet was dangerous. He had to do something for Hamlet. Even if he didn't know about the murder, he suspected something. Now he understood that Claudius, if not sure about the murder of his father, but he was dangerous. If he didn't know about the murder, he suspected something. It means he was suspecting someone for the murder. And people were starting to listen to him. And if he will continue this kind of madness or saying the words about the murder, then people will be soon starting listening to him. And he decided the mad prince had to be stopped. He decided that he would stop Prince Hamlet by any means. I hope you have understood till here. It's a very interesting story. I hope you are enjoying it very well. Now I come to some words and meanings. I hope you have already done these words meanings in your copies. These are written here. I am just reading them so that you can understand the pronunciation. Okay. If you want to ask the meaning or if you want to know the meaning of any word more clearly, then consult the dictionary. Ghost, a disembodied spirit, curious, inquisitive, eager to know or learn something, terrible, horrifying, guilty, having committed an offense, conscious of a guilt. Now just listen to my pronunciation, how I am reading those words. Crept, crawled, decision, determination, judgment, to swear, to take oath, argue, to give reasons, vanish, disappear, stare, gaze, steady look, prisoner, captive, someone in prison, revenge, harm in retaliation, furious, wild, coward, a person who has no courage, pale, yellow, bloodless, light in color, violent, severe, kneeling, bending down on knees, sin, offense against God, pirates, sea robbers, escape, get free, slip away from, funeral, ceremony for burial, blame, accused of being at fault. I hope you have understood many of the words. If there is a problem in the meaning of any word, consult the dictionary so that you can get more meanings or more clear meanings from the dictionary or easier words. Okay? Now, I'm giving you some time, 2 or 3 minutes, to note down these questions. I will ask the answers after 2 minutes. Okay? There are some questions. Note them down in your notebook. After that, I will give you chance to give me answers. Okay? Who was Polonius? Second question is, who was Ophelia? Third question is, who was Laertes? Very easy questions, you can easily answer them. What reason did Polonius give for Hamlet's madness? Question number 5. How did Hamlet's madness frighten Claudius? Now these are the questions, you have to answer them. I will call the name of the person to answer me. All of you are not allowed at the same time to write the answers. Okay, please don't write the answers directly. When I call the name, then you will be allowed to write the answer in the chat box. Okay, please don't write answers at this moment. Remember this thing. Hamza Mustafa, if you want to ask anything, please write in the chat box. Okay? Don't raise your hand. Just write in the chat box. I'm giving you 2 minutes. After that, I will start asking questions. Okay, now it is the time for you. I'm asking the question. Question number 1 is, who was Polonius? I'm asking, I'm calling the name Abdul Rahman. Please give me the answer. Abdul Rahman, please give me the answer. Write in the chat box. Okay. Write in the chat box. I am waiting, Abdul Rahman. You have to give me the answer of question number 1. Who was Polonius? Abdul Rahman, hurry up because I want to give chance to other people as well. Ishal, what happened to you? Why you are disturbing again and again? Okay, Abdul Rahman. It is very good answer. Right answer you have given me. Now, question number 2, I want to ask from Faliha. Faliha, please tell me the answer. Who was Ophelia? Who was Ophelia? Please tell me. Okay, Falia, very good answer. You have given me right answer. Hamza, I am not asking you why you are writing the answers. You have, I think, read the novel and then you have read it about it in detail. So when I will call your name, then you will answer me. Okay, please. Hafsa, it is your chance now. Give me answer number 3. Who was Laertes? Hafsa, I'm waiting for you, Hafsa. Rumesa, question number 2 was that who was Ophelia? You don't know Ophelia? Who was Ophelia? Ophelia was the daughter of Polonius. And Polonius was the minister in the kingdom of Claudius. Okay, Hafsa, I'm asking you question number 3, Laertes. Who was Laertes? Tell me, please. Hafsa, I'm waiting for you. I want to give the chance to other people, please. So don't waste the time. Okay, Hafsa, your time is over. Hamza Mushtuba, do you want to give the answer who was Laertes? Hamza Mushtuba, you want to give me the answer. So write the answer. Who was Laertes? Okay, Hamza, very good answer. I like that answer. You have given me the answer in detail. Very good of you. Okay. Bilad Ali, I am not asking you, but you have given me the answer. It's good of you. I will give the chance to other people also, but you have to wait for a while. Okay. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is what reason did Polonius give for Hamlet madness? Now you have to answer. I am calling a name. Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman has given the answer. No, Shiza, it's your chance. Shiza, give me the answer of question number 4. What was the reason given by Polonius for Hamlet's madness? Shiza, it's your chance. Shiza, please tell me the answer fast. Okay, Shiza, your time is over. Fatma Abdul Kareem, you can give me the answer of question number 4. Okay, Fatma, please tell me the answer of question number 4. What was the reason Polonius has given for Hamlet's madness? Please hurry up. Give me the answer. Because little time is left, I want to complete it. Yes, Fatma, it's very good answer. You have given me right answer. Now I come to the last question. The last question is that how did Hamlet's madness frighten Claudius? Why Claudius was so much frightened about because of Hamlet's behavior? Okay. Why he was so much? Abdullah, please don't disturb the class. Don't write anything. Very bad of you. You are disturbing the class. Now I'm calling the name. Zimal, it's your turn. Please tell me the answer of question 5. How did Hamlet's madness frighten Claudius? Why Claudius was so much frightened about Hamlet's behavior? This is the last question. After that, I want to discuss some more things. So Zimal, please give me the answer of question number 5. Hurry up. Otherwise, I will give chance to somebody else. Hamza, I am not asking you why you are giving me answers again and again. Very bad of you, Hamza. I want to give chance to other people also. Very good answer. You have given me very good answer. I have read the answer. But please give other people a chance to give the answers. Okay? Zimal, are you giving the answer? Okay. Your time is over. Now I am calling another name here, Laiba Najib. Laiba Najib, can you give me the last answer? Why Claudius was so much frightened about Hamlet's behavior? Can you give me the answer? Hurry up, Laiba. You are not giving the answers. And many of you are joining me very late. Where were you? Rumesa, if you want to ask anything, write in the chat box. Hurry up. Rumesa, I have told you to write if you want to ask anything in the chat box. Do you understand? Rumesa, okay, give the answer. Give the answer of question 5. Okay. Okay, Abdul Rahman, if you have any load shedding problem, we can't do anything for you. Okay, Rumesa, only half a minute for you to give me the answer. No, Rumesa, it is not the right answer. Okay, now the right answer is that he was saying some words about the people, and he was also saying that no one can escape. So Claudius understood that he knew something about the murder. Claudius was suspecting that Hamlet knew everything, and he wanted to confirm it by some other means. We will do it, or we will discuss it in detail in the next lecture. But first of all, I want to discuss one more thing here, that you have to do your work in the copies very neatly. So please, 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 you know that now I am your teacher. I will check your copies. So maintain the index very properly. Don't use any markers in your copies. Don't use whitos and don't use ink removers in your copies. Maintain the index very properly. One more thing, I have uploaded the dictation today. I have given you the topic yesterday. So please attempt that very carefully. It will be very easy, but you have only one chance to, so attempt it very carefully. One more thing, I will upload the video of this lecture after some time, and then you have assignment also. You have to submit the assignment tomorrow. I want to stop here. We will meet again inshallah tomorrow. Okay, Allah Hafiz.